children. Today I'm going to tell you the story called Daisy Comes Home, a story from China that Jan Brett wrote. Look over the garden wall and you will see 6 of the happiest hens in China. Oh, they live in Mei Mei's sandy yard, near the Li River, and in front of the Gui Mountains. And every day they give Mei Mei fresh brown eggs. But it wasn't always like this. The other chickens used to pick on a little chicken named Daisy, and they'd flap at her and peck at her and poke her. Oh, it's hard to believe because Mei Mei really tried to make the chickens so happy. She would sing to them and they'd come to her. Xiao, 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 and they come running and she'd give them some treats. Chin ke liya, xiao, xiao ke kunya, xiao she xia wu, shuo wa da jie yi ji, da jie yi ji, xiao, jian, zai, jian, and she gave them fresh hay to sleep in. And whenever they fell in the mud, she'd wash them all up and give them nice baths. It was the happiest place. She even called her farm Happy Hens Farm. But every night when the chickens would go up on their perch to go to sleep, they would start bothering Daisy. They wouldn't give Daisy a place. They'd push her, push her off, and they'd flap, and they'd squawk. And poor Daisy didn't even have a place on the perch, and she would have to go and sleep on the cold mud on the ground. Now, one day it was raining all day, and the chickens had to stay inside. But when it was time to go to sleep, Daisy did not want to sleep on the cold ground again. So she just went outside of the chicken coop and she went looking for another place to sleep. Down by the river she went, and she walked down by the river, and there she found a nice Happy Hens basket with nice hay in it. And she cozied on up into the basket and went to sleep. While she was sleeping, little did she know that the water rose in the Li River and came up in the banks, and then the basket started to be floating away down the Li River while Daisy was just sleeping away. And as she was sleeping, she was dreaming of the songs that Mei Mei would sing her. Xiao, 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 de yi ge hao bong yi ya, qin ke li ya, zhui ge kun ya, xiao she xi ya, wu wu shou wa, da qi ya yi qi, da qi ya yi qi, xiao, wu, zai, qian. But just then, she woke up because she bumped into some rocks. And there by the rocks was a boat. And on the boat was a dog. And the dog started coming right close to Daisy and barking. Ruff, 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 and almost getting right into Daisy's face. Ruff, 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 ruff. Daisy didn't know what to do, so she started flapping. Flap, 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 ruff, 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 flap, 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 flap. And she flapped so hard that the basket pushed away from the rocks and started floating away downriver, and the boat went away. Ah, show, 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 show. She went floating down the river, and she was far away now from May's farm. What was she gonna do? Where was she gonna go? She just kept floating, 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 until all of a sudden, boom, she came and she bumped right into the legs of a water buffalo. And the water buffalo was going down to Daisy, starting to drink. Oh my goodness. Daisy just looked at that water buffalo, looked it straight in the eye, and started squawking really loud. Squawk! The water buffalo was scared and went away, and the ducks were splashing behind him. And the splashes that the water buffalo made the basket float further on down the river. Where was Daisy gonna go now? How was she gonna get back to May's farm? She was floating and floating and floating, and all of a sudden, boom, she found herself right at the feet of a tall, tall banyan tree. And up at the top of the banyan tree were some monkeys. Chee, 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 chee. And those monkeys saw that basket, and they were very, very curious. Chee, 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 chee. And they started climbing down the banyan tree. Chee, 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 chee. And one of the monkeys started reaching right into Daisy's basket to see that curious chicken. When she didn't know what to do, she started pecking. Peck, 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 peck. Chee, 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 peck, 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 peck. Chee, 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 peck, peck, peck. Oh, those monkeys didn't want to be anywhere near that chicken pecking with that sharp beak, and started running up the tree. Chee, 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 and away. Oh, Daisy just kept floating down the river. How was she going to get back to May? Where was she now? And she started floating and thinking of that song. Sha, 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 sha. Sha, de, how boom ye, sha, sha, she, and she came close to a fisherman. He was on a boat and had many, many fish in his boats. And the way he was capturing fish were big cormorant birds were flying around, and they were swooping down into the water. They were grabbing a fish, and they were giving the fish to the fisherman, and the fisherman would give the cormorant birds a treat, and then they would fly off. And that's how he got all his fish. And so when Daisy came along in the river and bumped into the fisherman's boat, he looked around. He thought it was a fish from the cormorant, and he picked up the fish, and it was a chicken. Oh, whoa, it was a chicken. Oh, I'm gonna get this chicken. And he got a net, and he captured that chicken, Daisy. Oh no, now Daisy was in a net. And the fisherman said, "Oh, finders keepers, silver fish, white fish, big fish, little fish. That's what I usually sell at the market. But today I'm going to sell a tender chicken. And the fisherman went off to market with his fish and with Daisy. Oh, what was Daisy going to do? How was she going to get back to Maymay? Well, while Maymay was floating down the river, while Daisy was floating down the river, back at Happy Hen's farm, it was not so happy anymore. Maymay had been looking everywhere for Daisy. She had sang, she looked in the chicken coop, "Xiao, xiao, 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 xiao." She didn't find her there. She looked down by the river. "Xiao dai yi ge hao bong yi ye." She looked near the mud baths. "Chin ke lia, xiao she xia, wu wu shou." She looked, she couldn't have gone over the wall. "Da chia yi chi, da chia yi chi." "Where are you, Daisy?" "Zai, Jian." Ah, she was nowhere. And it was time for Maymay to go and sell her eggs at the market. So she had to leave Happy Hen's farm and go off to the market. She took her fresh brown eggs and she set them up at the marketplace. Oh, there were so many things there. People were selling oranges for sale. People were selling lychee nuts for sale. People were selling beans for sale. I wonder what you're going to sell. Are you going to sell strawberries? Strawberries for sale. Are you going to sell plums? Plums for sale. The marketplace was busy and everybody was selling something. And there Maymay was, and she saw her friend Zhang in a bicycle. And Zhang came up and said, Maymay, I've seen one of your Happy Hen's baskets. It's over there near the fisherman, and he's about to sell one of your chickens." "Oh, what? Where is he? "Well, just go straight over there and go past the oranges and you'll find him." "Okay," says Maymay, and she went running through the marketplace, past the strawberries, past the beans, past the lychee nuts, and there was the fisherman trying to sell Daisy in her Happy Hen's basket. And Maymay went right up to the fisherman and said, "That chicken is mine. Give me back that chicken. Look, it even says Happy Hen's farm. That's my farm." The fisherman said, "Finders keepers. No, I am selling this chicken." What? Oh, Maymay all she could think about was Daisy being in some chicken soup. No, she couldn't let that happen. But what was she gonna do? Okay, she started to sing. "Xiao, xiao, 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 dai ge hao bong yi." Daisy heard it. She perked up and she came closer and closer to that song. "Chin ke lia, xia xia, wu wu shou, da chia yi chi, da chia yi chi." "Zai, woo, zai, Jian." And Daisy jumped right onto Maymay's shoulder, and the fisherman saying, "Stop, stop." But Maymay started running, and the fisherman said, "Stop, stop." "No," says Maymay, "finders keepers." No, she ran with Daisy, ran away from that marketplace, ran, and the fisherman was running after her. But she ran all the way back to Happy Hen's farm. back. Say, Tien, woo, woo, and look, I brought Daisy. Daisy is here. And that night, when all the chickens went back onto their perch to go to sleep, well, they did start to push Daisy. They started to flap, flap, flap and try to push her off the perch. And she flap, 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 flap back. She said, I learned that from a boat dog. And they did not push her off. Well, then they started to squawk, 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 and try to push her off. Squawk, squawk, squawk. But Daisy went squawk, 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 squawk. And they did not push her off. I learned that from a water buffalo. Well, they tried again. They went peck, 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 and tried to push her off, and she went peck, 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 peck. I learned that from some monkeys. And she stayed on that perch, and everybody realized that Daisy was there for good. And they fluffed up their feathers. They all found a space on the perch, and they cozied on up right at Happy Home's farm, Happy Hen's farm.